Kia ora team. Last time I talked about the biocultural nature of Kānuka wellbeing and leadership and why that's so important to us. And I shared about some of the uncomfortable things that has brought up for me personally. Today is really to say, well, yes, it is uncomfortable, but there are some things that we can do to make that less uncomfortable. And so it's really important to us at Kānuka Wellbeing Leadership to create the right environment to allow people to have the kind of conversations that they need to have, to think in the way that they can think differently, to be able to see different perspectives, to be able to welcome the ideas that other people have, to be able to encourage diversity of thought in order to help us to act and behave in different ways which can uplift and strengthen and support one another. That's super important to us here at Kānuka Wellbeing Leadership. And so we have specific things that we do in our workshops and when we have groups of people together, and even when we do coaching, we have a specific process that allows us to do that. Here's 3 of those things. Number 1, we talk about Karakia and we use Karakia at the beginning and end of the things that we do, whether that's coaching or workshops, to create the right tone, to set the tone, to create the right space, to transition people between stuff they were doing before and stuff we're about to talk about. It's a good way to transition. Now, Karakia need to be understood by everyone involved. Otherwise, it kind of loses the purpose. So we sometimes need to, in our cultural awareness programs, explain some of the things that we've just said in the Karakia, or share exactly what that actually means and why that's an important process to us. So that's number 1. Number 2 is we also focus on a principle of Whanaungatanga. Now, Whanaungatanga isn't just, hey, my favorite color is pink, and look, the thing that I had for dinner last night was this, and the favorite movie that I've watched. No, that's not Whanaungatanga that we're talking about. It's more about you getting a deeper connection each time with an individual or within a group where you're sharing real stuff, like actual things. For example, we had one yesterday and we were like, okay, the question that everyone's going to answer today is, what are some of the challenges personally and professionally that you've experienced in the last 2 weeks? Super specific, but it gets people talking about real stuff. Number 3, Manaakitanga. Super important to us because Manaaki is about lifting up someone's mana. How do you lift, support, inspire someone in that way? And so we encourage all our participants and those that we work with to come with the intention to lift someone up, to actually support them, to help them see that who they are right now is awesome, and we can also lift them to another level by supporting them, by being encouraging, sometimes by a simple thing as a smile. So these are 3 things super important to us in all the workshops and coaching that we do. Number 1 is Karakia, set the right tone. Number 2, Whanaungatanga, get to some real connection, some deep stuff, don't muck around on the superficial things. And number 3 is Manaakitanga, find a way to lift up someone else's mana. Those are the things, team. Give it a go.